If you're a person who's also struggling with your self-belief, confidence, and self-doubt, this video is for you. For today's video, we'll be talking about 11 best practices that help me build my self-confidence and how to overcome my self-doubt. Hi, my name is Celeste. I'm a fitness coach and a wellness ambassador. And for today's video, I'm gonna help you build that confidence too. So again, if you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting? Click that like button and subscribe to my channel so that you will get updated on my latest video. Did you know that self-confidence is built? They are not made. If nakita mo yung mga unang-unang video ko dito sa YouTube, you will tell me that I'm very shy person. I don't have much of the self-confidence. I don't know what I'm doing. But I will journey you to how did I come up to this level of confidence. And I have a lot of more to improve. And I just want to help you as an individual to also build that confidence because you have that confidence within you just sleeping around and needs to just waking up. So number one is embracing your strength. So list down on your notebook or on your journal what are the things that you are best at and what are the things that you're not good at but want to learn and be the best of it. Your strength could be you're good at admin, you're good at organizing stuff, you're good at communications, you're good in arts, you're good in whatever it is. List down the things that you feel that this is your strength. Then identify and celebrate your uniqueness. Number two is practice positive self-talk. When you're practicing self-talk, it could be any time of the day or when you wake up in the morning, face in the mirror and tell you everything that is positive. You know, raising up in an Asian family or a Filipino family, especially millennials born within 80s and 90s, people or family sa loob ng household namin, most ng mga kausap ko, we don't raise in a household where we hear positive talk from the people around us. We don't hear na magaling kami. We don't hear na may kwenta kami. We don't raise that kind of family na sasabihin sa amin magaling kami. Madalas namin maririnig, wala kang kwenta, ang tamad mo. Pero hindi ko sinisiraan yung magulang ko. Blessed pa din ako that there's an opportunity or a room or a community that helps me those self-limiting belief na makonquer. If I conquer the self-limiting belief, you can conquer it too. So, how? Practice positive self-talk. Huwag mong sasabihin sa sarili mo na hindi mo kaya. Instead, sabihin mo, kaya ko. Instead of sabihin mong hindi ko alam, sabihin mo, I'll get back to you. Aalamin ko. Mga simple positive things like that. So, sabihin mo, everyday, magaling ako, matalino ako, kaya ko, successful ako, achiever ako, and lahat ng mga positive self-talk that can help you boost the level of your confidence. If gawin mo to bago ka lumabas ng bahay mo, I assure you that the energy of those confidence is kasama mo while walking wherever you go. Kung papunta ka man sa office, kung papunta ka man sa business meeting, kung papunta ka man sa prospect or client, you will have that confidence in you. Number three is seek feedback and ask the right questions. Ano man yung ginagawa mo, performance mo sa work, sa school, or sa career, or sa negosyo mo, find someone that you can ask for a feedback. Diba, pag negosyante ka or business owner ka, you always ask feedback from your clients or customer because you wanted to know ano yung things that you need to improve pa, ano yung mga things na kailangan mo pang pagalingin or pagyabungin. And kung ikaw ay isang employee or estudyante, you can ask feedback sa teacher, sa friends mo. Kung ikaw ay may ginagawang project or work, ask for feedback. Ask kung kamusta yung performance mo, ano yung kailangan mong i-improve, and ask the right question so that you will get the right answers. Because feedback or a constructive feedback can provide you a new perspective on how to grow and help you how to grow and build that confidence in you. Also, be open for feedback. Huwag sasama yung loob mo. Take it as a learning. Take it as a way to improve yourself. Take it as a way to build more confidence for yourself. Okay, number 4 is learning from our mistake. Of course, nobody's perfect. Palagi tayo magkakaroon ng mistake. Hindi ko sinasabing araw-araw or lagi-lagi, but every time na meron kang tinatrabaho or work on na project or venture, there will always be a mistake because sabi nga, there's always a room for improvement. So sabi nga, the biggest room in this world is the room for improvement. Nobody's perfect. Every time na na-achieve mo yung goal mo, na-achieve mo yung level na meron ka, yun yung kinagandahan ng buhay. There's always a way or room for improvement. Hindi ka dun ka lang. And I remember the movie Meet the Robinsons. If you're familiar with that film, favorite ko talaga yon kasi scientist siya and then sinasabi niya na kapag nagkakamali siya or merong hindi nag-work on, ano sinasabi niya? Keep moving forward, 'di ba? We learn from mistakes, in success not so much. So, pag may mistake, yakapin mo 'yan. Pag meron kang mistake na nagawa, i-feedback mo rin yung sarili mo, what went wrong. Ang tatanong mo lagi every time na may mistake ka is, what can I learn from it? And then, i-apply mo sa next process. Hanggang sa ma-improve mo, hanggang sa ma-master mo, hanggang sa na-build mo na yung confidence na kailangan mo at that very moment or at that present age or year or time. Okay, number 5 is surround yourself with positivity. So, ano ibig sabihin nito? Surround yourself with people na mag-uplift or magmo-motivate sa inyo. Alam mo ba na yung energy, positive and negative energy, na ipapasa, na ita-transfer. And huwag kang magtataka if during the day, masaya ka naman, uplifted ka, and then pag uwi mo, bigla ka malungkot for no reason, then maybe meron ka naka-bump to bump, nakasabay mo sa elevator, nakasabay mo sa jeep, sa bus, or anything na malungkot, or merong bit-bit na negative vibes or energy, possible kasi na naipapasa siya. Paano ma-combat yon is kapag pinuno mo yung sarili mo with positivity. Because kapag sobrang punong-puno, siksik, liglig, umaapa yung positivity mo, kahit may dumaan na negative, the negativity will just drown by the positivity that you have. So, it is very important na piliin mo yung mga taong kasama mo, piliin mo sila yung mga positive energy people, or yung mga tao na nagpo-provide sa'yo ng encouragement, ng motivation, ng inspiration, and then maging keen ka, observe well yung mga tao na nadidrain yung energy mo. Meron talagang mga tao na kapag kausap mo, nadidrain ka. Alam ko na alam mo na nade-drain ka, but because either close kayo or nire-respeto mo itong taong to, you engage pa rin. So, very, very keen ka sa mga tao na nagde-drain lang ng energy mo because of their toxicity, because of their negativity. So, might as well choose to be around the people na anong pinag-uusapan? Pinag-uusapan how to grow, pinag-uusapan how to learn, how to improve, paano mag-improve yung life mo. Sumama ka sa circle of friends na nangangarap ng malaki. Sumama ka sa circle of friends na masisipag, abutin ng pangarap nila kasi mahahawa ka eh. Na I remember dumaan sa reels or feeds ko, nakakita daw siya ng tao na nag-exercise. Then, na-impluwensyahan siya na mag-exercise. Nakakita siya ng tao na nag-chase after their dreams. Then, siya din nag-chase na rin ng after his or her own dreams. So, ganun eh. Kapag nai-impluwensyahan ka ng mga tao into leveling up your life, then, be around that circle of people. Ayan. Number 6 is to commit to a lifelong learnings. Ayan, ano naman to? Ayan, so continuously seeking for knowledge and skills that will boost your confidence in various areas of life. It could be reading self-help book or self-development books. You can also watch self-development videos, reels, or yung mga account na ang account nila is about self-development, nurturing level up lifestyle. And ako, mostly pag nanonood ako ng movie, pinipili ko nga yung mga entrepreneurial movie like the founders of McDonald's, pati yung pinanood ko recently yung sa Facebook. I'm watching those film not to be just entertained. I'm watching those film to learn. Syempre yung mga film na yon or movie na yon were studied in real life, inspired by real life. So yung 1 to 2 hours of that film could be years of learning for me kapag dinaan ko lang siya through experience. And this is a way to shortcut your learnings. Read books, find movies that will help you, or ito yung pinakamabilis na life hack, how to build your confidence. Talk to those successful people na achieve na nila yung dreams nila. Iba sila mag-isip, iba yung mindset nila, iba yung how the way they talk. You will be just amazed at marirealize mo na, posible pala rin yun sa buhay ko. Posible rin pala yon na mangyari sa buhay ko. Because sometimes, di ba nung mga bata tayo, mga younger years natin, ang laki ng pangarap natin or ang taas ng pangarap natin. But then, adulting hit, minsan sasantabi mo na lang yung pangarap mo kasi kailangan mo lang makaraos for this day. Kailangan mo makaraos for that year. But then, sabi nga, surround yourself with those positive mindset people and commit to lifelong learnings because yung learnings na yon na mabibit-bit mo, essential siya sa growth mo. Parang 'di ba sa school, hindi ka naman makaka-graduate ng elementary kung wala ka natutunan. 'Di ba hindi ka ipapasa para maging high school kasi nga hindi ka natuto dito. So balik ka sa elementary. 'Di ba parang ganun lang din yung science in life, as long as hindi ka natututo sa bagay na pinapatuto sa ng life. May mapapansin mo kapag paikot-ikot ka or cyclical ka sa isang bagay, ibig sabihin life is teaching you to learn this thing. Kapag parehas pa rin yung approach or atake mo sa isang bagay, hindi magbabago yung resulta. So, kailangan may baguhin ka sa action plan, sa strategy mo para makalagpas ka doon sa learnings na yon, para talagang natutunan mo yung learnings na yon. Kasi yung mga learnings na yon or it can be challenges sa buhay mo na ma-realize mo na kaya ko pala na-experience yon kasi kailangan ko siya ngayon. So, yung mga learnings mo from the past years ng buhay mo, essential yon kung ano ka ngayon. So, kailangan mo siya sa current state mo. And yung learnings mo naman ngayon, kailangan mo siya sa future state ng life mo. Okay, number 7, take risk. Ito, marami sa atin ang takot mag-take ng risk, 'di ba? So, taking risk is stepping out of your comfort zone. I remember sinabi to ni Will Smith, success is on the other side of fear. So, sabi diyan, take risk. Take risk because out of the comfort zone, yung can lead you to the growth and increase your confidence. 'Di ba? Every time na meron kang na-achieve by taking risk, 'di ba? Lumalakas loob mo na kaya ko na pala ito, 'di ba? We only fear something because we fear of the unknown. Takot ka lang sa mga bagay kasi hindi mo alam kung ano yung naghihintay doon sa kabilang side, 'di ba? So ako nga, meron ako experience sa buhay ko that I'm so torn of a decision, major decision sa buhay ko kasi ang daming maapektuhang tao. Yun kapag inisip mo yung ibang tao rather than yourself, malaki yung impact. So, sabi ko that time, during those decision-making time or era ng buhay ko, sabi ko sa sarili ko, hindi ko malalaman kung hindi ko susubukan. Totoo yun. Hindi mo malalaman ang sagot sa tanong kapag hindi mo sinubukan. 'Di ba? Nagsa-science experiment tayo during the high school, 'di ba? Hypothesis, ito yung gagawin, ano yung mangyayari, conclusion. Kaya tayo takot sa risk dahil takot tayo ano yung magiging resulta. But then, when you take risk, malalaman mo kung yung actions mo is a win or not. Diba? Doon mo lang malalaman. Take risk than take regrets. Yun na lang. Simple as that. Take risk than take regrets. In taking risk, you will learn, malalaman mo ano yung go and not. In not taking risk, you will just regret and tell yourself every time na maiisip mo, what if, what if? What if nag-take ako ng risk? Hanggang tumanda ka na, naisip mo, what if nag-take ako ng risk, diba? Take risk because every time you accomplish something, that will help you build your confidence. So one more thing before I move on to the next one, kasi I remember, mahilig ako mag-explore ng food. So I take risk in creating that meal, and lagi ko na lang sinasabi, pag pangit lasa, edi wag na ulitin. Pag masarap yung lasa, edi ulitin. So, ganun lang. It's just simple as that. That's the simplest way to explain what is taking risk So number 8 is keep a journal. Writing down your thoughts can help you process those emotions that you have and track your progress over time. I do digital journal or writing journal. Especially these days, no, na lahat digital na. Cellphone, laptop, tablet. Sometimes, pag pinagsulat ka, di ba ang pangit na ng sulat mo kasi hindi ka na sanay magsulat? Writing a journal na handwritten can slow down your brain. Kasi pag digital, di ba, nag-auto word siya or dictionary, ganyan. Minsan, ang bilis ng isip mo, tas yung type mo, labo-labo na. Kapag ikaw ay nag-journal, you are slowing down your mind and then taking all the time na i-process yung emotions mo. Whatever you feel during that day, whether inis ka that day, galit ka that day, masaya ka that day, takot ka that day, lahat ng emotions mo will be centered into that journal. Ako before, pag masama loob ko, nagjo-journal ako kasi it helps me be transparent with my emotions. Mahirap kasi kapag you suppress your emotions, sasabog ka na lang bigla. But then, kapag pinrocess mo yung emotions mo through journaling, your thoughts, your emotions, what you feel, how you feel, you're looking forward, ano yung grateful ka, it helps you to understand yourself all the more. It helps you understand saan ba, ano yung strength and weaknesses mo. It helps you understand what needs to be worked on sa sarili mo. And kapag mas kilala mo kasi yung sarili mo, kasi 'di ba transparent ka lang nagsusulat about your emotions, mas nakikilala mo yung sarili mo, na mas na-explore mo na, dito pala ako masaya, dito pala ako nagagalit, ito pala yung hindi nakakatulong sa akin, at ito pala yung mga nakakatulong sa akin. So when you process all that on a journal, you build more confidence. Kasi pag mas kilala mo yung sarili mo, mas confident ka sa lahat ng bagay or aspeto ng life mo. So if you're struggling with a journal, I also have a digital journal. If you want to grab my digital journal, it has manifestation and gratitude journal. I will just put the link on my comment section or description box. Number 9 is dress for success. Alam nyo, dati hindi ko to pinapansin kasi sobrang simpleng tao ko lang. As in, dati wala akong pake dito sa dress for success. But then, I do realize that it also helps you boost your confidence. Example, sa gym. Sabi, kapag tinatamad ka mag-gym, pumili ka lang ng cute na gym outfit or outwear, then sisipain ka na mag-gym. And it helps. Kapag maganda yung suot mo or cutesy yung gym wear mo, ang sipag mo mag-gym. Like, ang sipag magbuhat, feeling mo ang lakas-lakas mo, feeling mo ang bilis-bilis mo tamakbo, ganun siya. And also, when you're in a corporate, sa labas, or kahit nga ano yung normal daily life mo lang when you dress na maayos, your dress will show your confidence or there's an image or a brand in you na kapag tinignan ka, uy, confident tong tao to by how you dress. So, not dress to impress, no, but dress for success. Isipin mo lagi, when you choose your wardrobe, when you choose what you wear, paglalabas ka, is also a status symbol of your level of confidence. So, it takes practice. It takes a moment of practice kung paano mo dalhin yung sarili mo to your dress, whether fashion. If lost ka with the idea, I always look at Pinterest. Confident woman outfit. O kaya kung lalaki ka, confident man outfit. Because wearing clothes that makes you feel good can really boost your confidence and influence how others perceive you. All right. Number 10, learn to open a conversation. Yung ikaw unang mag-approach, open na conversation, and practice mo mag-smile often. So, punta ka sa salamin, practice your smile. Ako nga, lagi ko sinasabi na papalitan ko na yung tawa ko kasi parang hindi naaayon sa itsura ko. Kasi nga sabi ni Hart, paano ba yung tawa ng mga mayayaman? Bilang lang daw, ha 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 ha, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha. 4 lang or 3, ganun lang daw. So, kidding aside, so number 10 is learn how to open or approach a conversation. Like a simple hi, a simple hello, or smile. it helps you build more confidence. Pag nasa street ka or nasa labas ka, it shows that you are a confident person by wearing that smile, or kapag ikaw talaga yung nag-open ng conversation, either sa random people, kung halimbawa nasa grocery ka, sa cashier, nagbayad ka sa cashier, like, hello, hi, kamusta araw mo? Ganyan lang. O kaya random na tanong na anong bestseller dito? Ganyan. Or anything na conversational. Kasi it helps you build that confidence naman how to speak. Diba? Kasi when you learn how to speak for yourself, it also shows how confident you are. All right, number 11 for this video is exercise regularly. So exercise, it doesn't necessarily happen in the gym. Exercise also happens at home or wherever you feel more confident or safe. Exercising regularly, it helps you feel more stronger and feel more healthy. When you feel stronger and you feel healthy, you also feel that confidence. Kasi your body just follow. You have the right form, you have the right chemistry sa katawan mo, you have the right energy na kailangan mo during the day, and also exercise helps with your cognitive function, brain function. So that means your brain can set a status symbol na your confidence about yourself. Kapag maayos yung health mo, pag meron kang happy hormones, everything will just flow. Everything will just flow, and you become more confident by how you walk, by how you talk, about how you feel your emotions. Confident ka that you can handle your emotions well. Confident ka that you can handle your stress well. Confident ka sa lahat ng bagay. So these are just 11 factors that helps me, ako personally, how to build my confidence and overcoming my self-doubt. And I hope by sharing to you this 11 best practices, I hope that it really helps you. Hindi mo kailangan i-apply lahat sabay-sabay. Just pick some of the things here and then gradually progress, or little by little add something. Because when you achieve something, kahit isang checklist lang dito sa ating 11 practices is also a good sign, or a good progress to level up your confidence. So again, I hope that this video helps you well and serves you well. If you know a friend, a family that can benefit on this video, share this video to them, like and subscribe. Again, my name is Celeste, your fitness coach and wellness ambassador, and I will see you on my next video. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for your time watching my video.